Live from Southern California. Obviously, here we're Social Media Gold Rush, and listen, we want to welcome you to our call here tonight. And while I'm waiting for a couple of the people to join us tonight, we want to welcome you to what it is we're doing within social media. Send me another link. I love it when people ask me to send them another link. Anyway, listen, a lot of things happening here with Social Media Gold Rush. To cut to the chase, here's what we do. We actually have an infomercial that drives people to register and find out how to make money with social media. And then we move them over to understanding how they can start a business for $49.95 and how to give away some free offers on the internet. You can do it over Facebook, you can do it over Pinterest, you can do it over LinkedIn, you can do it over all those social media sites, and all you have to do is literally participate. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, many people ask me what it takes to become successful. So what I'm going to do is walk you through a few things of what it takes to become successful here within the social media environment. To help me here tonight, there's a few people that are going to be joining us from our team. I see, let me see, that is Mr. Mark Millsap just joined us. Hey, Mark.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I sent out the links to everybody again because this is an easy way to get the Hangout started. But my introduction is basically telling people how to make things work within the social media environment. Is there a Hangout tonight? Yes, there is. We are live. So I see text messages coming in from folks, which is great. So at the end of the day, listen, social media is one of those things that people like to talk a lot about. And people like to post all kinds of different things. It could be, fishing at the lake. It could be, renewing marriage vows, whatever the case happens to be. I look at social media a little differently. I look at social media as you've actually built a brand, you've built a following. In other words, people actually follow you through social media. They like your particular posts. They like your particular posts, or they're commenting on things. And what I've learned to do through a special technology is actually have people try a free offer which actually helps people to look younger. With the aging baby boomer base that's out there, now the industry that I'm talking about is about $500 billion. It's very, very big. So what do we show people and what are we talking about when it comes down to monetizing social media? What we show people to do is how to give these offers away within their Facebook following or within their Pinterest or LinkedIn following, whatever the case is. And by sharing a simple video, you can also do the exact same things that we do. And here to help us talk tonight while I get Keith Struckness out another invitation, maybe that's Keith joining us, that is Mr. Mark Millsap. So Mark, I'm going to turn the call over to you, and I'll be right back as I get an invitation out to Keith Struckness.
Well, thank you. Listen, I am not the most techie guy in the world, but I do love this video conferencing stuff that's going on and where we are in the world here. I had made it my goal over the last year to try and learn some of these things and be part of it, and finding the opportunity to be inside of Adam's social media gold rush has been huge for me. Anybody watching this, I'm a father of 7 homeschool children. Kind of crazy when people say that. What are you kidding me? And really, I don't even realize I have 7 children until they all come in the same room, one after another, and it just sort of shocks me. But I got to tell you, it's been an exciting 5-6 months that I've been in this business. Met Adam kind of haphazardly from a circumstance from an old friend of mine who got into an MLM who I never in a million years would have thought. I met Keith, who's going to be on the call tonight, that you've probably seen before. We have since become really good friends and family, as well as myself and Adam and Keith. And it's just really been an explosive ride because the company is exploding. It's between $35 and $40 million a month. 20 years of credibility. I've met the owners, flown out to the corporate office, had dinner with them, had lots of time with the quality of people that are unsurpassed in this particular venue, and you're not going to get an opportunity like this. Now, the reason I'm in this is because I've had a million jobs, and every time I figure one out, they change the rules on me. So, like you and many others, I could only be employed by myself. So Geneska affords me the opportunity not only to have huge, cutting-edge products that are the best in the industry. There is really no other product I've ever given out in my life, honest, that somebody didn't say they love it. No matter what it costs, they love it. And I came into this as a business opportunity, saying it's not about the products, and I'm now eating crow because I will be the first guy to get out of bed and put Luminous on my face in the middle of the night because I've seen such a difference. I'm following the models that Adam has been teaching me, and I'm learning from Keith about my time management, health, health and wellness, just being able to focus on this. And if I've taken nothing else from this whole thing, is I've taken the fact that I need to treat my business like it's a multi-level, multi-million-dollar business, and I am doing that at this point. And after having lots of businesses and lots of employees, I can only say one thing: this is the way to go. You get spoiled because you get people that are working for you. They're not working against you, and they're not adverse to you making more money, because when we make more money in this opportunity, everybody makes more money, which is the thing I want to be in. And that's why I'm doing this today. My oldest boy, he's 18, who happens to not be here tonight. He's at church, but he's going to be working this job full time with me. People say, why is he not going to college? Well, you know, because I can only tell you one thing. I know tons of people in college who are still doing the same thing. Nothing. They can't get a job. They spend $80,000 and they have a debt they can't pay back, and they still can't get a job. This is the wave of the future. Robert Kiyosaki says 21st century is going to be this kind of model, and you don't get this kind of company anywhere ever, and you don't get a support team like Adam and Keith and myself will support you. You can use this for phone calls. You can use this to aid you in anything you want to do. Social media gold rush is a brilliant idea, because really everybody says, well, how are you monetizing social media? You know what? Only we are the guys who figured this out. Not me. It was Adam that did it. And I'm really happy to be part of it. I hope that anyone out there who's on the fence would look at this. I've been able to really make a decent income in a few short months with a very optimistic future for myself and my family and my partners. And I think that no matter where you are in your station in life, this is the opportunity, and you'll never go back to working for somebody or working a 9-to-5 job, because it will ultimately take you nowhere, into the garbage can. So with that, I'll definitely come back, but I can only tell you that I'm excited. We're moving forward. I have everybody on my team. No matter what happens, I don't care. I'm going to aid my partners. I will not leave my wingman, and we're going to move forward in this. We're going to make some money. We're going to change the face of the industry and the globe as I see it. This will be a billion-dollar company for many, many years to come. So I hope that you will take the opportunity, if you're watching this, to look at this with an open mind and see that it's the best opportunity going.
Awesome. So, what's really great is that I don't know how it works for everybody else out there listening to our call tonight. I see we got a couple of viewers. That's great. And I see more coming on. Thank you. But here's the thing. Listen, if you got fired from your current job, how would you end up paying your bills 2 weeks out from now or 4 weeks out from now, depending on how you're paid? And what I love about the business that we created with Social Media Gold Rush is that you're able to have a residual income. Now, look, residual income comes in from you understanding how the business works. And besides me explaining the business, there's a gentleman on the line. His name is Keith Struckness. He's been in the multi-level marketing space before, owned his own companies. He gets what we're doing. He also understands what it takes to create residual income. But what I love about residual income, ladies and gentlemen, is whether I was doing this Google Hangout tonight or not, my paycheck still advances. Actually, I spent time on the phone today with one of my diamonds in another country, and I went over to my other diamond's house, Mr. Kelly Banger, and I spent time with him today and actually walked him through how to monetize social media, how to make all this stuff work. And I heard this earlier today in a text message, but it was one of those moments when you can actually hear a penny drop. He's like, why didn't you tell me about this before? So look, I want to come across being really, really sincere, because I can't teach somebody how to do this unless you're willing to take a look at what it is that we're doing. So what I want to invite you to do before Keith gets an opportunity to talk tonight is take a good, serious look at what we're doing, because whether you use the belly-to-belly method or whether you've done what I've been doing over the last 4 months, which is advertising on TV and a little on radio on Pandora, look, ladies and gentlemen, the message, I'm attempting to get the message out to thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, because what we have is life-changing. And I think the next speaker is going to tell you a little bit about how life-changing it is, besides the training. So this is a great time to bring on Mr. Keith Struckness. Keith, over to you.
Thank you, Adam. I'll tell you what, the difference between, Adam's been in the business a little bit longer than me. I don't know whether he actually, I know he has at the very, very least tens of thousands of people in his business, and his income is dramatically different than most people in the industry. And I know, Mark, you talked a few minutes ago about making a couple of dollars. I know that you've had, at least I heard about 1 month where you made over $10,000. So that's certainly something not to shake a stick at. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're on the call tonight for the very first time, there's something very, very special about network marketing. When I first got introduced to network marketing in the 80s, I did my business what we call in the industry belly to belly. I got my contact list out, or the Rolodex, and I started calling. I was excited about the opportunity. I called as many people as I possibly could, because I was excited about it, and I wanted everybody I knew to know about the business and to not miss out on this opportunity. And we end up, as Adam knows, doing a tremendous amount of business. But in that company in the 80s, a lot of people did a tremendous amount of business. And that was one of the few companies that's gone on to do more than $1 billion, more than a couple $1 billion, and they're still doing business to this very day. I don't know how many countries it is, but it's been a tremendous, tremendous success. One thing that I learned very early on is if you can position yourself in a company early in your marketplace, you can have a tremendous advantage. Dante Spano out of the Inland Empire took me down to Irvine a few months ago to introduce me to Adam, Vincent, Gilmer, and talked about the opportunity. And let me just share, if I can, Adam, a couple things that I took away from that meeting.
Love you to. Go ahead, share.
I found out how much business was going on that Randy and Wendy were already doing. At the time, they were in 80-some countries. Already, they were already doing in excess of $25 to $30 million a month. Or let's put it, every 24 hours, they're doing $1 million in business. And then I found out, my first thought was, if we're going to be frank and honest, is I thought, okay, well, this opportunity's already passed me by. Then Adam drops a bomb on me. He says, and we're about ready to launch the United States of America. And I said, whoa, 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 back up. Are you telling me with all this business going on around the world, none of it basically is happening here in the United States of America? He goes, that is exactly correct. Something went off inside of me. I'll tell you what, I can guarantee you that Lois Dixon is down in Texas right now, Austin, Texas, listening to me right now tonight, because she is a professional. She's on every call, and there was the single piece that she recognized that was amazing, is that you look for startup companies because it can be incredibly beneficial to be in the beginning. Bad news. You're in the beginning. So oftentimes you go through the startup problems of a compensation plan adjustments, the growth problems if you're taking off and moving too quick. The company owners have to come up with funding. I know, I've been in this position before, nowhere near the success that Ray and Wendy have had, but I understand what happens behind the scenes. And so when I found out that virtually no business was being done in the United States of America, I was blown away. As Adam may have mentioned earlier, I was in the process of starting a brand new company. I set it on the shelf. I've called several of my dearest friends and I've said, listen, I'm going to work for Jeunesse. There's a number of things that are unbelievable. Number one, their products, the good news is they're amazing. Another key piece is they put them in sample forms, especially their flagship product, the serum. I can literally hand this. Here's my motto. I'm not saying this has to be your motto, but I don't end my day until I've handed out 3 samples a day. Because what I've learned is a lot of people out there with a bunch of stories. Everybody wants to separate you from your money because they want to make a buck or two. But Jeunesse has absolutely unbelievable products. And I will not end my day unless I've handed out 3 samples of the serum. And here's the good news. At the end of the week, not everybody joins my business and not everybody buys the serum from Jeunesse. But the good news is I always have customers and I always have somebody that comes on board as a brand new distributor by handing out 3 samples a day. That's my motto. As I begin to ramp up my business, I'm going to make it 5 and eventually 15 samples a day. And I'm going to help as many people do that. Ladies and gentlemen, in a very short period of time, I have an organization that's a few hundred people strong. I'm not getting rich yet. But the fact that we're this early in the Jeunesse opportunity in the United States of America with products that are backed by unbelievable science, we could spend the next several hours explaining to you all the science that's behind this, and you would be blown away. Add to that the fact that it's a very aggressive compensation plan that you and all your friends and everybody that you know can, how do you say it? I mean, at the end of the day, we're doing this in most cases because we have an opportunity to make very good money. The good news is they have extraordinary products also. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're on the phone for tonight for the very first time taking a look at this hangout and you don't know what to do, I'm personally suggesting that you get going and you don't waste any time. Because while a lot of people are taking a look at this, a lot of other people are getting going. With that, Adam, I'll kick it back to you.
You know, Keith, you made some incredible points there, and you know, I got people texting going, okay, what channel are we on tonight, what have you, and I posted to our social media Gold Rush page so people can find out where the links are. But look, if you have a smartphone, if you have an iPad or some kind of a pad, whatever it is, you have the ability to tap into what Keith's talking about tonight and also tap into what Mark's talking about tonight, which is the ability to have a home-based business running from your phone, inside your home, from anywhere in the world, actually through 100 different countries. So we've done some incredible things to say, listen, let's help people monetize social media. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's an idea that's catching on. What that means is our current YouTube channel has over 12,000 views on it in the last month and a half. And we'll post that link out here after we do the hangout here tonight. It's catching fire. If you haven't gotten the idea yet, what Keith's talking about is you can become successful. Look, you know, as I said at the earlier start when I introduced the hangout, if you lost your job and you got your last paycheck, what would you do 2 weeks after that? Because normally people get paid every 2 weeks. Well, inside this particular plan, ladies and gentlemen, I'm paid out every single week from work that I've done 2 weeks in the arrears. And you can actually log in and monitor your income for the next 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks out, because you can anticipate what people are doing when it comes down to ordering incredible products. Keith just talked about the incredible sampling program that we have in place, and here's the thing. A lot of the folks inside the company don't even know that the sampling program exists. It was actually an eye-opening moment today when 2 diamonds in the company finally realized that they could actually make sampling work, and here's the best part, and actually have it count towards their commissionable volume. It was a light bulb moment, but you know, this is how it works. So if we're communicating with you tonight, the game plan is to get you to get the idea, to get that little spark that makes you go, what are these 3 guys talking about? You know, why would we take the time out of our day to talk about it tonight and then publish it on YouTube so that other people can see it? Here's the reason. We want you to get what we see. We want you to get the idea, if you will want to call it a secret. We want you to get that so that you can take a closer look, and we're here to help you actually build your business. Now, Mark, you've got a great group coming underneath you. I know several people went to the training and workshop this weekend, and several people from your group too, Keith, came to the workshop. And what I'd like to touch on is, people say, well, oh yeah, okay, so I spend some money and I get into the business. Listen, it's less than $1,000 or about 1,000, maybe $1,200 to get in the business at the very, very ceiling. Okay, we have positions from $49.95 to get started, all the way through $249, $499, and then $999 plus shipping and handling, about $1,200 all in. But what I'd like to focus on, both Mark and Keith, is what people are getting after they've gotten involved, and then they go through a training. They finally actually have their eyes opened up to saying, man, I can actually do this business. And I know both of you have some incredible testimonials. Both of you have been through training before. What is happening in your teams, just after this last weekend, the last 48 hours?
In my team, the people are very excited. I have the Harris family. They've been on the Hangouts. They're very excited, motivated, and they can only express their appreciation for the training. And that's just part of what comes with doing this opportunity. People above you, the people that are working with you, myself, Keith, Adam, anybody else that's part of our team, will help everyone as best we can, because we want to see everyone succeed. We want to see everybody flourish in this opportunity, and that's what we're all about. That's why Keith and I exist in this thing. I could do a lot of other businesses. There's a million things I could do. And Keith the same way. And Adam, I mean, good night. The man is a genius when it comes to so many things. What we need to do is, we've chosen this particular venue because we have a value for people that we're going to be working with. And I'm not only speaking for myself, I know I'm speaking for others in this. That the reason we're in this opportunity is because we want to go and help those people get out of those jobs that are nowhere. They take them nowhere. They're dead broke, still working by the time they're 65. I was in Amway when I was 22. And you know what? Here, there, or anywhere with Amway, who knows what they were. Amway was a learning experience for me, and I knew someday, somehow, some way, I'd end up back in an MLM or doing a direct marketing company, even after all the things I've done. Only one reason why: because where else can I work and help somebody make a living while I'm helping myself, and I'm helping them? That is where we are today, and my people see it. They have spent the weekend with Adam, and it's a life-changing opportunity. And everybody who comes into this, Adam has trainings that are very in-depth, personal trainings that will touch your heart, your soul, and your time management, and change your world. So I totally, heartily endorse the whole thing. My people are motivated.
And Adam, if you'd like to be too, Mark and I went through the same weekend. A tremendous impact. It's, Adam, is it too much to call it at some level some form of a boot camp?
I'm sorry, I had you on mute. I said no that.
Well, because it was much more than I anticipated for that 3-day weekend. I think what Adam is talking about is you can join a company called Jeunesse and talk about serums and AMPMs, Infinity products, but there's so much more that this Mysmgr team and Adam, Vincent, Gilmer and the team bring to the table. Everything from self-improvement to the way that you address and can speak to people, the training that we went through and that I know that Judy and Michelle and a lot of other people have gone through, is every facet of your business.
I think I'm back.
Okay. Yes, we hear you. But every facet of this business can be affected in a very short period of time. It's just a matter of finding people that are hungry and serious about making a difference. And if you want to have the impact of what Adam's training has, it made a tremendous impact on Mark and I and the people. That's why we turned around and we sent people to the same training, and they've also had a tremendous impact. And we're going to continue to grow these 3-day trainings. And it's going to be a core piece of building our business, Adam.
I know I dropped off there for a second, and thank you for that. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really not a genius. Here's what I know. Okay, I know that I'm an ambitious person. What I mean by
That's
that
true.
is I don't like settling. I like moving myself forward. Hopefully, I'm coming through loud and clear, guys here. But I like moving forward. I don't like just being average or what have you. I say, listen, if we're, you know, everybody's born into this life equal. We all have two arms, two legs, two ears, so on and so forth, and some less than that, right? But here's the thing: you have the ability, if you're watching this Google Hangout tonight, you have the ability to actually move yourself forward. How do you do it? You get in touch with me, you get in touch with Keith, you get in touch with Mark, and several others on our social media Go Rush team. And here's the thing, look, I spend money every single month on my business, and the reason I do that is because I understand that there are three great laws in the universe. There's ask, seek, and knock. Okay, and these particular laws actually teach you how to do things. In fact, when you get started with us, we're gonna and you spend your $49.99 and you choose a business package, we're gonna send you from the company this incredible little plan called the game plan. And inside the game plan, it actually talks about the perfect launch, okay, the perfect launch of your business. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll walk you through this. This is exactly what we do to help new executives get started. It's also what we do to get people started in over 100 countries around the world. And listen, you see Keith has his little band on tonight. I don't know if Mark's got his on, but I got my little white band on tonight. This is my Jeunesse business. And it's not only available in for PC, it's also available for Macintosh now, and that's really great. And actually, I was reading a couple other books. I was on the plane coming back from Texas and Florida last week, and here's a great article in Inc. magazine that says, you know, obviously talking about being the great boss. But here's the thing: how about we make you the boss? How about you get the chance to own your own business, and you get to be the boss, just like Mark is, just like Keith is, just like I am? Because at the end of the day, you got to be sick and tired of working for somebody else, all right? Because small business and medium-sized businesses drive the American dream. And ladies and gentlemen, inside this incredible article, it talks about the 13 ways that you can identify a leader. And if you're one of, if one of these principles is you, we want to hear from you. You know why? Because we know you're sick and tired of being truly sick and tired. You're like, how do I actually make ends meet? How to make things work? And at the end of the day, it comes down to you. You probably wouldn't have done what I've done for the last 4 months in business. I like to try new things. I like to be innovative. I like to move forward, and it's okay if it costs me money. I like to sow seeds. You've got to have the courage, okay, to step up and step in, just like Mark did, just like Keith did, and you know, hundreds of thousands of others. Our company has over 300,000 members in it, ladies and gentlemen. What does that tell you? What do 300,000 people know that you don't know? And both the gentlemen on the phone here tonight, we are building in the United States of America, in Canada, Australia, and New Zealand with an incredible concept. And the invitation goes out to you to join us, because we will show you the beaches of the world by simply enrolling and getting started. We want to hear from you. And actually, there's new people that have joined the sales organization already. Keith and Mark, back to you guys. What are the new, you know, as team members, what are the new people saying about this incredible business?
I've just downloaded JBuilder. Oh man, I'll tell you, this is what they're saying. Look, only iTunes had, and Apple had the JBuilder, and it just came on Android, and I'm an Android fan. So I got to tell you something. Now you're talking here, ladies and gentlemen, because this is the real deal. This is what I was looking for, because I've seen it demonstrated, but I couldn't really do it on my phone. And by the way, what I'm going to talk to you about is I do everything on my phone. I don't go in the bathroom without my phone. I have to have my phone. If I'm going to go in there, hey, listen, I'm going to sit in there and I'm going to read. I'm going to read the news. I'm going to build my business when I do my business, and that's what I do. So that's my new pitch. You want to do business? You do it when you do business, because you can do it from your phone. Look, this is what I like the most. I can put in on my phone anything. I can have a person. I can send them a killer video created by the company.
Absolutely.
I can send them a video, and guess what? I only look for videos. When I search for something, I need to fix something or something is broke. My washing machine, my dishwasher, I need a new part. I always go to YouTube and I search for YouTube of somebody doing a video and showing me there's a better way or a cheaper way to get it done. Okay, so guess what? Right now on the app, under Jeunesse Global JBuilder, either in iPhone, Apple version, or now in the Android version, you can go in there and you can send videos from there. And when someone watches the video, it sends you a text that says they're watching the video. Now you can call them and follow up with it. Are you kidding me? That's a dream in any model year. Are you kidding me? When I try to sell stuff in any business I've ever been in, this thing is only the beginning of what the company is. You get the best products, a $300 billion industry in health and wellness and beauty, and then you got guys like Adam and Keith that are helping you build it, and then you go to your phone. Guess what? We're at the cusp because I am not a technology guy, but I just downloaded this. I just found that it just came live for Android. Yeah, so you know what? My people are seeing the same thing as me. Half of them are waiting for Android. The other half are already learning how to work it on the Apple side. So don't kid yourself. Go right there and look at what you get, and guess what you pay? Nothing. It's free. Go get the app. Look at the products. Give us a call or give us a text. Adam gets text from Mysmgr. Go to Mysmgr. Get a text. If you want to get a hold of me or Keith or anyone that's part of the team here, we'll help you get going, and you can make money just like me.
Well, Adam, I'll just do a quick follow-up because Mark did an awesome job there. At the end of the day, I mentioned earlier about the samples, which proves that the products actually work. If you're a brand new person in this business and you don't know what to say, the company's already put together videos that are somewhere between 1 minute and 5 minutes long that do a better job than anybody can do. So
Absolutely.
Send those links, send them to your Facebook account, and let them watch the videos. It does it for you, and the product proves the story that we're telling. And with that, the company's paying us to do it. It doesn't get any better than that. Adam?
You know, I was over at Kelly's house today, and we're going through the process, and you know, he came to the training this weekend, and he said, "Listen, can you come over to my house and just walk me through it so I can get this thing? Because I want to know how technology works." I said, "No problem." It took me less than 30 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, to help a multi-million-dollar earner in our business to get them totally organized and making things work where it's coming through his phone. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, I'll actually show you here on my phone. This here is a, let me get that, let me see here, it's really bright for the screen, but oh well, it's too bright. But here's the point. The point is, he got to send me a text from the system. I showed him how to add people to his prospecting list, how to send out automatic campaigns through a text messaging system. Exactly what Mark was talking about, exactly what Keith was talking about, because it allows people to try a free mini serum sample automatically. So look, we've got so much to tell you about, whether it's your phone, your computer, whether it's your Facebook, whether it's Pinterest, whether it's LinkedIn. We've got a bunch of stuff to actually communicate to you. Your job is to find out more. And if we haven't whet your appetite tonight, then we've, you know, this message isn't for you. This message is truly for the believers, the people that say, listen, you want to do something different. We have an avenue to walk you down. We just want to see if you qualify for our time. And if you do, imagine what it would be like to hire the three of us and the rest of the team to actually go and work for you, because that's how this stuff works. You know, my income doesn't go up because we don't help you grow. You know, and the same with the other two members on the call tonight. Every single time we help somebody get started, help them get in the business, help them move their lives forward, we're not asking you to invest in a, you know, McDonald's or an In-N-Out and spend $250,000 to $2 million inside a proven franchise concept. What we're asking you to do is spend $49.95 and choose a package, a part-time, a full-time, or a big-time package. We don't care where you start, but we do care that you get started. And how do you get this information? You can message us here through the Mysmgr channel. We're more than happy to help you get started. But ladies and gentlemen, do something different, because for things to change, who's got to change?
You must change. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go through life expecting to get the same results doing the exact same thing that you're doing. You've got to change. And, you know, not only has Mark and also Keith made some changes, they didn't know me or the system or anything else when they first got started. They're like, okay, let's check this thing out. And the more they looked at the system, the more they understood the opportunity. And ladies and gentlemen, that's why we do these Google Hangouts. Why? We want you to get it. We want you to take a closer look at what we're doing. So, any final parting words, gentlemen?
Go do it. Get online. Get on your phone. Get in the bathroom. Do your business and do your business. Okay.
Hey, do your business while you're doing your business. I get it.
Do your business while you're doing your business. That's what we do. That's my new motto.
Well, and my only parting words, Adam, would be there's going to be lots of people that get in the business. They can either be, you know, especially over the next couple of years, they can either be under you and your entire group, or they can be under somebody's entire group. Because this Jeunesse opportunity is beginning right now in America, and I'm not about to stand by and miss this boat, Adam.
Nor I.
Me neither. Listen, gentlemen, thank you very much for being part of our Google Hangout tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you on the flip side. We do these Hangouts every single Tuesday. We have a special Hangout that happens on Saturday mornings. We have a special event coming up next week in Newport Beach at the Fairmont Hotel again. Last week was absolutely packed.
Yes.
We invite you down. Come and find out more about what it is we're doing. We are changing lives one person at a time. We hope that one person happens to be you. So thank you very much for tonight. We'll talk to all of you later. Take care and God bless.
Good night, guys. Have a good night. Great job. Great job.